I am steady, yet unpredictable. I am numbered ad nauseum, yet I have no number. Whether I move slow or whether I move fast, you simply cannot catch me. I have but one master, yet everyone tries to master me. I am forgotten, and I am remembered. Do you know who I am? I am time. And if you're an entrepreneur, you talk about time all the time. I don't have enough time. I have too much time. I don't know what to do with the time that I have. I don't know what to do because time is, well, time. What do I do with all this time? And the thing is, the riddle is correct. We cannot master time. But you know what we can do? We can master time management. And as a time management, well, I love time management, and I'm feeling not so much love from the room right now, but in our short time together, my mission is to help you believe that time management can be, well, sexy. Okay. Will you say it with me? I mean, even if you have to roll your eyes when you say it, time management is sexy. Time management is sexy. Hey, by the end of our time together today, I want you to fully believe it. And I want you to leave with something that you've accomplished to demonstrate that you can indeed master time management. Are you in? Are you in? Okay, good, because I am all in on this stuff. And I want you to join me. Hey, I'm an accidental entrepreneur. True confessions on the stage. I'm an accidental entrepreneur. And when I became an entrepreneur, I hopped on that entrepreneurial train, and it was going so fast as the speed bullet train in Japan, which travels at 200 miles per hour. Actually, it's 199 miles per hour. Now, that's fast, right? That's fast. And when you don't know what you're doing, it feels even faster than the 199 miles per hour. And yet, that train does not care how you feel because it is on a schedule moving from point A to point B. It's its own time management system. And you rely on that train. If you want that train to take you to work, you want it to arrive at point A so you can get to your point B. When I was in the military, I was stationed in Germany. And in Germany, they have the Autobahn, and the road is so fast. So there actually are no speed limits on the Autobahn. So that, I don't know if anybody can travel 199 miles an hour, but you definitely can move fast on the Autobahn. So when my brother came over to visit me, he was all excited to drive on the Autobahn, except the military had shipped over my first ever car, which is a teeny tiny blue Honda Civic hatchback. And as we left north out of Frankfurt, it copped out at about 80 miles per hour. Now, that sounds fast, except it's not, because the car is zooming here, and here the Beamers, the Mercedes, they're all going so fast. And sitting in that car, if you can imagine being there with me for a moment, it's a lot like the comparison trap that we experience as entrepreneurs. We're watching people zoom by us, and we're looking at our car, and it's shuddering because, well, we're new in this entrepreneurial thing, and we don't really know what we're doing, even though God has placed His dream in our heart, and He said, go, and we went, but we don't know how to connect the go and the went, and we just don't know what to do. Yet, I propose that there are 4 things you can do to set yourself up for success every single day. And lest you think I'm making this up, I'm not. It's biblical. Managing your time is good stewardship. It's the most precious resource that you and I have. We can never get it back. We can never get this moment back. Never. We can't go back. We can go in our minds, but time continues to move on because we cannot master time. Now, if you are still skeptical, what if I told you in managing your time, you could gain up to 2 hours a day? Would you be interested in learning a little bit more? Okay, awesome. there are still a few of you who are getting ready to walk out. And I'm just going to ask you to stay because you can do this in 10 to 12 minutes a day. So you can gain up to 2 hours of your time back in 10 to 12 minutes a day by doing these 4 visionary things that will take you less than 12 minutes a day. And some of them we're going to do together. If you're willing, are you in? All right, let's keep going. The first thing that we do is we identify 3 things we are grateful for. What 3 things are you grateful for today? KIM10. Second chance. Oh, praise God for second chances. Absolutely. So we identify those things that fill our heart with joy that we're grateful for. 3 things. You write those down. And the next thing that you do is you set your intention. And you think about, okay, when I lay my precious head on the pillow tonight, what do I want to say about how I showed up today? What do you want to say about the rest of your day, about how you're showing up today? Would you like to say you made a friend? Would you like to say that you celebrated a victory? Would you like to say you showed up confident and tall, regardless of how high you are? Whatever it is that you want to say, you identify that intention so you are already focused on how you want to show up for the day. The next thing that you do is you affirm who God says you are. We are in the world, well, a lot. How often are we in the world? All the time. That means the enemy is at work all the time. So it's important that we identify, wait a minute, God says this is who I am. God says I am a daughter, I am a son of the King. That's who I am. God says he has prepared good works in advance for me to do, and I'm going to go do them. God says, I have called you to this, and I will equip you for it, even though you don't know the how. He's calling us to walk in obedience. The final thing that we do to gain back up to 2 hours a day is to identify our big 3 priorities for the day. So when we identify our priorities, they are tactical. And I love tactical, which is why I'm up here sharing with you time management systems are sexy because they're also very tactical. So when you say, I'm going to work on these 3 things today, do you know what else you're doing? You're saying no to those things that do not serve the dream that God has placed in your heart. One of the most powerful words that we have in our language is no. We must say no to those things that would distract us from our mission so we can say yes to our big 3 so that we can gain back up to 2 hours of time a day. What would you do with an extra 2 hours of time? Would you read a book? Would you phone a friend? Would you cook that dinner that you've been meaning to cook because you're really good at that? By the way, send me an invite. I love food. Would you sit down and not inhale it in 5 minutes? Maybe you might take a bubble bath. Wouldn't that be a luxury? Listen, you cannot conquer time. You simply cannot. God is the master of time. He is also your master who has called you and equipped you for your mission. So it's important that you express gratitude, that you set your intention, that you affirm who God says you are, and you know those big 3 things that you are going to work on for today so you can stay focused. That, my friends, is why and what makes a time management system sexy. Now, if you're still skeptical, turn to the person next to you. I double dog dare you. Say, you are sexy. Because you are the time management system. Now, I know you thought I was going to say at 8 o'clock you do this and 10 o'clock you do this, but that is not the time management system that I want you to walk away with. I want you to walk away with an empowering time management system.